R1H 51 minutes action thriller. The 15th of September 2017 USA. Well-written spy novels are ridiculously addictive. There's a related genre now. I call it operator porn. It's not debonair James Bond type tuxedo-down or wetsuit-wearing spies, but about wetsuit-wearing, ultra-tough U.S. Navy SEALs, and deadly Army Delta Force operators. These genres overlap, the same way the skill sets of spies, assassins, and warriors do, with the same result: bad people get their comeuppance in very satisfying ways. The Wrap series is 14 books long, plus 2 prequels. I've read 11 of them. I keep trying to quit. Author Vince Flynn's main character, Mitch Rapp, is another CIA Black Ops agent like Jason Bourne. Unlike James Bond's suave spy, who has a license to kill almost as an afterthought, Rapp's an exclusive hunter-killer of radical Islamic terrorists, so there's much more ultra-macho operator stuff going on in a Mitch Rapp book. Think of Rapp as James Bond heavy. Or think of Bond as Mitch Rapp light. Lately, movies about assassins with a moral compass rule the day. Dylan O'Brien and Schwarzenegger in American Assassin. CBS Films Lionsgate. Christian Black. The Wrap series is 14 books long, plus 2 prequels. I've read 11 of them. I keep trying to quit. I tell myself it's because they're seriously well written, and I'm a writer, so, which is true. They're addictive because they're well written. Addictive also because in the same way Spec Ops guys join the military to shoot cool guns, drive cool boats, and as they themselves put it, blow stuff up, if you've got an iota of testosterone but don't particularly want a Navy career, at least you can read about it and live vicariously. James Bond heavy. So how's American Assassin, the cinematic introduction to Mitch Rapp, compared to the books? It's dreadful. But is it a dreadful movie? Not really. It's definitely popcorn-worthy. It moves, it excites, it's got tension, and it's got good-looking people who aren't the worst actors in the world. Also, Hollywood has scored in Dylan O'Brien, a young actor who can nail the prequel Mitch Rapp. And who, if the franchise eventually manages to catch fire, can easily mature into the baleful, rugged, tall, dark, handsome, short-fused, alpha predator that is the real Mitch Rapp of the series. Mitch Rapp. Dylan O'Brien in American Assassin. CBS Films Lionsgate. Christian Black. How does one become an assassin? Well, there's young Mitch Rapp, a sweet guy, in Ibiza, Spain, attempting a selfie, smartphone filmed, frolicking in the surf marriage proposal to his girlfriend. He is successful. Then terrorists shoot up the beach, her included, and that's how you become a terrorist. It's much more convincing in the books. 18 months later, Rapp's displaying borderline psycho-revenge tendencies in mixed martial arts classes, and practicing knife-throwing like a maniac to the supreme annoyance of his landlord. Now, the CIA, in scary, Big Brother mode, has been monitoring Rapp through dojo cams and through his computer, scanning for just these tendencies, and entices him with the promise of killing terrorists. And then Assassin goes Caflooey because Stan Hurley, ex-SEAL Michael Keaton, trains Rapp. Right off the bat, in the book, Stan, who can beat the stuffing out of anyone with one hand tied behind his back while smoking a cigarette, gets his proverbial backside handed to him by the young Rapp, and we are thus stunned by the megalithic talent of this diamond in the Thoreau assassin Toby. That's the book. Is that not addictive? I tell you it is. Not here. The script is lamella. They butchered at least 4 perfectly balanced, excellently written, well-planned, ready-made movie Vince Flynn books, Frankenstein them together, and came up with this cockamamie, mash-up script. Actually, you know what, I'm going to forego the rest of the synopsis. It's so generic, you've seen it a million times. The end of Assassin involves America's big navy in a crisis, just like Battleship, which at least openly embraced its flagrant nonsense because aliens were involved. Taylor Kitsch Center in American Assassin. CBS Films Lionsgate. Christian Black. Assassin goes for the same level of overblown spectacle, with an ocean floor detonated atom bomb's ripple effect on a Navy battle group, except it takes itself entirely too seriously. All that computer-generated fake Sturmundrang, when you've got a perfectly written book that's jam-packed with crackling character drive and drama. Maybe that's why they cast Taylor Kitsch, who also starred in Battleship, and played a mean SEAL operator in Lone Survivor. Clearly he's got good movie spec ops military credentials, but his generic baddie named Ghost falls flat here, due to the flawed script. Casting is everything. Sanaa Lathan as the CIA assistant director. You can see how it happened. Pressure to fill alternative casting quotas, and she does have something of the book's Irene Kennedy's look. But Lathan's directed here to be generically conflicty. The Kennedy of the book is fascinating, a woman with a photographic memory and a world-class, high-stakes poker face, who plays in the CIA's exclusive Big Boy League, is never emotionally riled, and gives the macho men enough rope to hang themselves with. Lathan cheaply chews scenery. Dylan O'Brien and Sanaa Lathan in American Assassin. CBS Films Lionsgate. Christian Black. Michael Keaton's a master thespian, and while Special Forces operators can be slight of stature, this role should have gone, hands down, to former Marine Scott Glenn, who in his early career as an actor was still doing 1,000 sit-ups a day. Keaton has maybe done 10 sit-ups his whole life, looks like. That's okay, but in film there are just some things you have to be, and not act. That said, despite bad casting, Keaton still manages to knock it out of the park. Which is why it's not a completely terrible movie. L.R. Shiva Negar, Michael Keaton, Neg Adamson, and Dylan O'Brien in American Assassin. CBS Films Lionsgate. Christian Black. Dylan O'Brien just needs to work on his tan, tighten up his somewhat mealy-mouthed, slightly odd accent, and pack on some muscle. He'll become a fine mitrap. Writing directing are everything or nothing. Director Michael Cuesta and the 4 Too Many Cooks writers all clearly thought they were better writers than Vince Flynn. Wrong. Audiences will like the movie better than the critics do. It's not boring. Lord of the Rings was the end-all be-all of a director capturing a writer's vision, and while Vince Flynn is no J.R.R. Tolkien, and Mitch Rapp is no Gandalf, Flynn's superb writing craft deserves a director with the vision of a Peter Jackson. Until they get director on board who knows good writing when he sees it, avoid the franchise, read the books. American Assassin director Michael Cuesta cast Dylan O'Brien, Michael Keaton, Sanaa Lathan, Taylor Kitsch, Shiva Negar. Running time 1 hour, 51 minutes. Rating R. Release date September 15, rated 3 stars out of 5.